6 bits. Say, we got a game upstairs.
Haven't got that kind of dough, Jack. I work for mine.
Fruit tramp, huh? Where are you from, Salinas Valley?
Yeah, 4 months of it.
It's a good game.
I can't see myself losing it on a crooked dice game. Not Sam Wire.
Well, dice or dames, either way you gotta lose it.
She ain't up there either.
Say, will you get out of here? I told you she wasn't up there.
Maybe she changed her name. She used to work here, singing.
I tell you, she ain't been around. I ain't even seen her. We ain't had a canary here for 6 months.
You're lying.
Let go of me.
You're lying. Somebody's got to know where she is. She promised to wait.
You don't.
Well, what about it? You want to toss him in, Tip?
I don't think so. He'll do nice-like, won't you, sweetheart?
Where's my dough?
What dough?
We're not leaving till I get it.
Give it back to him, Hogan. We got the law working with us, not gangster tactics. Give him back his money.
Chief of the caboodle, huh? You must have a great time of it with these monkeys.
We don't like guys hanging around here accusing us of stealing. Beat it.
Give me my dough.
Hogan, someday I'm going to get something on you that Cantrell will never get you out of.
Don't crowd me, Murph. You're lucky you still got that badge hanging there. Get him out of here.
Come on, Junior, move.
Tell him not to come back. He won't be this lucky twice. Okay.
Well, we started something, didn't we?
Yeah. You know, you're an okay guy.
Know that town back there?
Oh, a little. I used to wrestle here sometimes.
Yeah? Under what?
Yeah, they call me Dumbo. Just Dumbo. Then I got hurt, and they wouldn't let me work no more. Said I got my head hurt.
And the dame?
Oh, Silk. She worked in Schultz's club. She and me was getting married. She said she'd wait until I got some dough. That's why I went away.
Working fruit like me, eh?
Yeah. They took my dough, too, Hogan and them guys. I don't care. I don't need it anymore. It was for Silk.
Yeah, well, I want mine.
Say, maybe if we went north, we could find work together. Maybe if we hunted long enough, we could even find Silk.
You find her, Dumbo. I'm going back after my dough.
You're an okay guy. I'm going with you. I think I can help. I know this town.
Yeah? Hogan doesn't run that town, does he?
Cantrell.
Cantrell?
Yeah, Nick Cantrell. He's got everything tied up. Police department, the newspaper, all the gambling places. Cantrell runs everything.
Know where he lives?
Uh-huh.
Fine. We'll get our dough from him. Come on. Take it easy. I haven't got a gun.
And to what do I owe the pleasure of this little visit?
Don't call Hogan. That's why we're here. He and those gunzels of his clipped us for $240. We want it back.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. Who is this Hogan you speak of?
You know who he is, all right. You can get it back from him easier than we can.
Now I've seen everything. 2 mugs telling me what they want.
It's not that funny. We want our dough.
You know, it's worth $240 to see a guy with your nerves stick his neck out for peanuts. All right, baby, we've got company.
Silk.
are you doing here?
You shouldn't have done that. I could have taken care of him.
I bet you could have at that.
We were interrupted. Give.
Maybe you might be interested in making some real money.
Could be.
What do you think, baby?
Maybe, Nick. There's a little resemblance. Not much, but a little.
Let's go inside. I've got a proposition for you. $1,000 for maybe a night's work?
Doing what?
You look enough like me so that maybe you might be of value.
I'm no gunman.
Don't strip your gears. It isn't that kind of a job.
I'm not sold, Nick. He doesn't look enough like you to try any fancy tricks. He couldn't fool a blind man now. Lights?
Go ahead. What kind of a job?
You'll see. What's the matter? Isn't $1,000 right?
No, nothing's right. I don't want to start a job I can't finish, still on my feet. You're poison to a lot of people. Guys in your shoes always are.
So what?
Somebody might be gunning for him. I don't want to be a pigeon for anybody. Especially a clay pigeon.
What are you afraid of? Stick around. I want to see what you look like when you get that beard off.
Your husband's sort of a practical joker, isn't he? You want me to look like you to somebody else, right? No, thanks. I've got more important things to do. How you doing?
Where's Silk?
Forget her. She's married to the guy. Come on, let's get out of here.
Come in, Miss Marlowe.
I just saw this story you dropped off at the Clarion tonight. We're not going to print it.
I don't know about that.
Oh, maybe you'll use some of your strong-arm men to try to force us. But I don't think it'll work this time. We've stood still for your rottenness long enough. And we're not printing a story about Jake Schultz just to build up your dirty racket.
Why not?
Well, that'd be a nice squeeze, wouldn't it? Why, Schultz and his guerrillas would murder my father before the paper hit the street. You've slugged our newsboys, you've reduced our circulation, you've coerced our advertisers until we're broke. And now we're up against the wall. But you're not going to make my father print a story that'll put bullets in his back.
Hey, wait a minute. How about that proposition?
It looks like this is the kind of trouble I told you I didn't want to get into.
I thought that door was locked. What do you want?
That's no way to let Cantrell, Mr. Marlowe. Or Schultz either.
Who are you?
Cantrell didn't send me, so you don't have to worry about that. You won't need this anymore. You don't have to worry about that. Now let's talk about you.
How do you know so much about Cantrell and me?
I don't. I guess a lot. Nick has you pretty well bottled up, hasn't he? That's just the way he wanted you. Licked and beaten.
Well, after fighting him for 3 years, what can you expect? I have an insurance policy here for $5,000. It goes to my daughter, Ann. Maybe she can take it, get away, and forget. Find a better life for herself.
I don't think she's that kind. I don't think you are. You go on home and go to sleep. Everything's going to be all right.
What are you doing here? We don't want any part of Cantrell's gang.
It's all right, Ann. He doesn't belong to Cantrell.
I just saw him up at Nick's house.
Why don't you stop racing your motor? Your father knows I'm on your side. Now take him home and let him get some rest.
May God go with you, son.
It'll help. Somebody's got to stop Cantrell.
We're going to miss our train.
Forget it. We're not getting any train tonight.
Are you going up, Sam?
Sure. I figured you'd be back.
I changed my mind.
You've got some angles of your own?
Haven't we all? $1,000 is tempting.
Well, come on. You and he can take the first bedroom on the right upstairs.
Okay.
There's some food here in the kitchen. I'll see you in the morning.
Pleasant dreams, Nick.
How noisy can you get? You woke me up.
You'll make it up after you finish the washing tomorrow.
Well, what do you want? Get him out of here.
Go on up to bed, Dumbo. I'll be up later.
But Sam,
Go on up to bed. What's this setup all about?
Is it bothering you?
Fair enough. We'll get around to that later. How about some food?
You're not in this for nothing, are you, Sam?
Is anybody? Think I want to be a fruit tramp all my life? I'm sick of seeing dirty men and dirty clothes, dirty fruit. I want to eat like this when I'm hungry. I want to sit and talk to beautiful friends like you. Smell perfume. That's living, baby. That's what I'm going to have.
You're tough, aren't you? Hard as nails. You'd kill a man with your bare hands to get it.
You've been seeing too many movies, Precious. I'm not going to kill anybody. I'm going to bed.
Wait a minute. I'll be good. Honest, I will.
How do I know?
Try me.
Okay. We'll start with Hogan.
He runs the whole show. Murphy's chief, but Hogan runs the department. He was a harness bull for 4 years. Managed to buy 2 apartment houses and an office building.
Nice and controlled, isn't it? Dick must be doing all right with all the yokels flooding into this region.
He has his troubles. Jake Schultz is setting up a chain of gambling joints to milk all the Filipinos and fruit tramps.
And Nick?
He doesn't like it. He's paid Hogan for the whole concession. Now let's talk about you, Sam.
Tomorrow's another day.
Stop playing with me, Sam.
Who's playing with who? You got a husband upstairs, remember? Don't rush things.
Wait a minute.
Where's Dumbo?
He hasn't come back. And I hope he never comes back.
And friend husband?
He's out. He said for me to get started with you. He expects miracles in a hurry.
Tell me, do I look like Nick in the morning, or wouldn't you know?
Nick wakes up with bloodshot eyes and a sack of coal under each one. I can make you look like that.
I'll bet you could, Precious. We're wasting time.
Let's start with that cigarette. Nick doesn't handle it that way. He sort of squeezes the end out between his fingers. Like this. You learn quick.
Don't I, though?
And don't be so fast with the comebacks. Nick's a gambler. He never gets out of character. He keeps a dead pan. Thinks over everything he's going to say. He never telegraphs his thoughts.
Thanks. Like this?
Having fun?
I'm a riot. Having fun?
Not bad. I suppose it's funnier to somebody else. Yeah, with my clothes on, he might get away with it in the dark. Can you have him ready for the premiere by Saturday?
I think so.
You still haven't told me what the job is, Nick.
Just play the cards as I deal them. Keep working. I'm going out again. Pick me up at the club at 11.
Say it. He keeps you pretty busy, doesn't he, Precious?
You want to work or you want to talk?
Work. It's safer.
I ain't mad no more, Sam.
Okay, Dumbo. It wasn't anything.
Say, let's get out of here.
Soon. Take it easy.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
There's a joint called the Fly Club, run by a guy named Jake Schultz. It's his headquarters. He keeps his books in a roll-top desk, locked. Grab them. All of them. Nothing else.
Just kidding, huh, Nick?
Something like that. You'll get past the watchman into Jake's office. You look good enough to fool him. After that, it's up to you. Here, put these on. People know me in them.
Think of everything, don't you?
You'll drive me into town. Take the car from there and park it at Schultz's so the watchman sees.
I'll drive you, Sam.
You stay out of it. I don't want any slips.
Sam.
I'll be back soon. We'll go then.
Come on, will you?
This isn't going to put you behind the 8 ball, is it?
I've got that figured out.
It better be good.
The best.
Yeah?
Hello, Joe.
Oh, hello, Mr. Cantrell. Out kind of late, ain't you? Everybody's gone home.
Jake around?
No. He's expecting you?
Yeah. I'll wait.
That'll be okay, Mr. Cantrell. You're always neat, ain't you, Mr. Cantrell?
Yeah. Yeah, neat and careful, Joe. Hello, boys.
What do you say, Nick? Beer? Grab a glass for yourself.
How's business, Jay?
Let's talk business. This get-together was your idea, Cantrell. What's your squawk?
We might as well be realistic. You're taking in too much territory.
It's a free country.
I haven't found it exactly free.
Okay. You've been here 3 years. You never made a dime out of the small fry. What's it to you?
I was busy.
You're still busy. You got all the cream. What do you want to be, the dog in a manger?
Trouble is, I'm paying plenty for the gambling concession. This town can't stand two of us.
Why can't it? You got the swells, I got the rabble.
Are you paying off, too?
What's the matter, Nick? Ain't you happy?
That's part of it. There's got to be a change.
Yeah.
Yeah? You're crazy sitting right here with me. Of course I know what I'm talking about. What am I paying you for?
What's up?
Somebody just busted into my office and lifted the books. The watchman says it was you.
No.
You two guys wouldn't be trying to pull anything on me, would you?
We wouldn't do anything like that, would we, Tip?
Not in our right minds, we wouldn't. You know that, Jake.
I don't know nothing. You coming with me?
No, I'll play my own angles. Somebody double-crossing somebody?
So Schultz is paying you, too?
Thought you knew that.
You know I didn't. So long, Tip.
There you are. It worked.
Everything fell into the slot, eh?
It's like a charm. Maybe you'd better tell me what happened to you tonight. I might need it.
You won't need it. You're going away tonight. The job's over. Well, what do you want?
You sent for me.
Who sent for you?
I did. I said it was you. You do want to see her.
Take it easy, Sam. You don't know what's good for you.
What am I here for?
Just listen. I've got a surprise for you. You had me lift those books because you wanted to find out how big the take is from the migrant trade, right? How much dough Hogan and Schultz are cutting you out of. You were too yellow to do it yourself.
No, you're crazy.
You're not very convincing. Hogan is collecting from two ends. All you're getting for your dough is the good old double cross.
What a beautiful spot for somebody to say, I told you so.
Shut up. Just what do you really want?
You're cutting me in. We're putting the finger on Hogan, and we're letting Ann and her father run the newspaper the way they want to run it.
And what if Nick doesn't want to play?
I'll make a deal with Hogan. You wouldn't be very popular with him if you knew you were trying to ace him out of a little extra sugar, would you?
You're no better than the others. Only interested in what you can get out of it. Just another deal.
What are you trying to do, fight City Hall? I'm giving you back your newspaper. What do you want, blood?
That's just what I don't want. And I don't want the paper either if it means Cantrell and Hogan getting away with murder.
Oh, it's all or nothing with you, huh?
All or nothing. We'll fight this alone and there'll be no deals connected with it either.
Wait a minute.
Stick around. You missed the floor show.
You're just in time, Tip. Here's your boy in the Schultz robbery.
Tell him the rest of it, Nick.
I heard the rest of it. That gun won't get you anywhere. Talking's better.
Okay.
You don't think I'm taking your word against Cantrell's that you stuck up Schultz on his say-so, do you? Especially to hurt me. You wouldn't try anything like that, would you, Nick? That would be foolish.
Crazy.
If you don't mind, I'd like to go home.
Later, we're all going down to the station house for a little chat.
Well, I'm not. I had nothing to do with this stupid affair. What?
All right, all right.
I'm glad you're on my side, Tip. This could really ruin things.
Could at that, if I wanted to believe it.
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe you and Nick are working against Schultz, and I'm the patsy.
Maybe. No wonder he got by Jake's watchman. He looks enough like you in these clothes, Nick.
He does, doesn't he? Just a minute. The coat.
It's a pleasure.
Come on. Tip.
You better take his pal.
It don't matter. We'll pick him up. He can't get far.
Let the girl go, Hogan. She had nothing to do with this.
This is a fine time to think of saving me.
Stop making with the cuties. That palaver doesn't make any impression. Things are going to work out just fine for both of us, Nick. I'll call you in an hour.
I'll be waiting.
You didn't really believe Cantrell, did you? Why, he'd cut your throat for a nickel.
What are you trying to do, Miss Marlowe? Break up a beautiful friendship?
Are we going downtown or for a joyride?
Relax. We've got over an hour's drive yet. We're not going back to the station house, if that's what's bothering you.
Oh, this is just lovely. I didn't have enough trouble. You had to come to town.
Let's start at the pot boiling. He's got Buster's gray hair working overtime. Look at the wrinkles in his forehead. He's worrying how he's going to stop Cantrell from shooting him in the back before he shoots Cantrell.
Don't stretch my patience.
Just your imagination I'm helping. Just your imagination, Hogan.
Outside. Have a good time for yourselves. Fresh air's good for you. I'll be seeing you.
You know what I've been trying to figure out? Is how I ever got along without you.
I'm sorry. We're in a jam and we got to start putting the pieces together.
Oh, fine. 40 miles from town, in the middle of the mountains, and handcuffed together. And you tell me we're in a jam.
Stop clowning. We're not through with Hogan. If I would get you 10, he'll be back for us.
What for?
For murder.
Oh, come on.
Nick?
Yeah?
Forget our little misunderstanding. After tonight, Schultz is going to be through.
I hope so.
Go to meet him at Steger's boathouse. You're helping me.
I'm not in on any killing.
You are this time if you want 50% of this town. If I do it, I take the works.
Yeah, what time?
2:30.
This is it.
You don't think Hogan's followed that routine you try to hang on Sam tonight, do you?
Doesn't make any difference whether he did or not, because this is going to settle the whole question for Hogan and Schultz.
Be careful, Nick.
As careful as if I were handling you, baby.
Our car broke down up the road. We started to walk, and my wife sprained her ankle.
Well, son, you've won yourself a ride. Get in.
Thanks.
Ann, my dear, I'm so glad you're back. I was getting worried.
Oh, just overlook the handcuffs, Mr. Marlowe.
I'm all right, Dad. Maybe she's asleep.
So we wake her up.
Sam, just who are you?
Huh?
Hello?
Oh. Hello, Silk. Where's Nick?
Sam?
Stop playing possum, Silk. Hogan didn't take us to jail. He just dropped us off long enough to finish Nick off, and then he...
Are you crazy?
Nick is being framed by Hogan. That play tonight was just cat and mouse stuff. Hogan knows Nick is after him.
Tell her what you told me. Maybe that'll wake her up.
Silk, get this. If Nick does get knocked off, Hogan will get you, too.
He's at Steger's boathouse. Hogan phoned him to meet him there at 2:30.
Steger's boathouse at 2:30. Where's Steger's?
Never mind, I know.
You just have 15 minutes to make it.
Well, we haven't got time to file these off. Hope you're game, Ann.
Game? After all I've been through with you?
Come on.
Oh, just one more thing. There's only one man who can read type upside down, and that's a newspaper man. Now, don't lie, Sam, because I just saw you do it. And that business up at Cantrell's house tonight, offering to make a deal so that Dad and I could have the paper. That wasn't on the level, was it?
I had to know if you were honest, and whether we could trust you.
We? Who do you mean by we?
Murphy, this is his show. Come on.
Murphy, are you a cop?
Holy jumping Christopher.
You got a gun?
Yes, in the top drawer.
Let me have it. Thanks. Paul Murphy, tell him where we're going and to meet us there. Steger's boathouse. Good.
Hop in.
What's this about your being inside the law?
Murphy knew he was fighting windmills. He had to have help from outside, someone he knew.
What have you got so far?
Enough on Cantrell to blow the lid open, and more will follow, if we get him alive.
If not?
We're Hogan's cat's paw. He'll say that we escaped from the prowl car and shot Cantrell. You for what he's done to your father. Me for an argument we had over a job he had me do for Schultz. Either way, he's got us.
What about Silk? She knows better.
Oh, she's smart. To get in good with Hogan, she'd double-cross anybody.
Is this okay?
Yeah.
The boathouse is right up there, near the point.
Hope we're not too late. Nick. Yeah.
What are we going to do now?
There's only one chance.
Slight correction, pal. You ain't even got half a chance. I wouldn't do that. You're a pretty good guesser. For a fruit picker, you've got some brains.
Thanks. You might have a little trouble hanging this on us.
I don't think so. You and the dame won't be any problem. Just in case somebody says you could have been somewhere else when this happened, that'll say you weren't. We'll go back in my car. Start walking. Get in.
Door's locked. Yeah, that's that. Are you squeamish?
I'm not even familiar with the word.
Good. Then come on. Here, lock these on one of his wrists and don't ask any questions. Take his feet and hang on tight. We gotta move fast.
Why did you hide him in the bushes? Why the tire?
The tire will keep him from floating away from the pier.
Yeah, but if you...
Sam! Yeah, Murph. Come on.
Hello, Miss Marlowe. What's the place, Sam?
Cantrell's through.
And Hogan?
On the other side of the boathouse. He'll be looking for me when he comes to.
And we're not in the clear?
Not yet, but things are stacking up fast. Got Nick's body in the bushes alongside of the pier. It's our trump card.
But aren't you taking Hogan in now? He murdered Cantrell.
Now, we better leave Hogan alone, Murph. We can use him to smash Schultz. Then we can get the rest of them.
Don't think I left Hogan in office because I wanted to. I had to keep my mouth shut and take a beating till I proved everything. Arresting Hogan without smashing the entire ring and all the people connected with it would just mean other Hogans. That's when I got Sam in here.
Permanent reform?
Permanent.
Oh, Jim, will you take Ann back to the office? I'll drive Nick's car.
Sure.
And Ann, get those presses ready to run. You and your dad can help sweep these rats out of their cages.
Are you sure, Sam?
Don't ask so many questions. Let's get going.
You can't do no good here, Sam.
Where did you go?
In the station house, looking for you and the girl. I knocked a couple of cops' heads together, but they didn't know where you were. Maybe Silk knew. She thought I was going to hurt her.
Ah, you're lying. She shot you to get rid of you.
No, honest. Don't be mad at her. I would...
I was afraid of him.
Nick's dead, too. Cut it out, you hear me? I said cut it out. Give me that. Here. I've got his body hidden. Hogan can't hang the killing on me like he wanted to. He can't even announce it without a fall guy to pin it on. We'll wrap Hogan up so tight he won't be able to move. Then we'll get Schultz.
Let me go. I'm getting out of here.
No, you're not. You're part of this masquerade. You're staying.
What about him? Hogan will find the body. Then where do I stand?
With me. Hogan isn't going to be around to bother you. You and I are going to run this town, Precious. I'm not sore about Dumbo anymore. He wasn't bright enough to keep a dame like you satisfied. Neither was Nick.
Do you mean that?
You're dough hungry, baby. So am I. You string along with me and we'll split the take two ways. Maybe a week, maybe two, and we'll get out of here together.
You've got to work fast with Hogan and Schultz around. You've got to get both of them, Sam.
Yeah. And after that, it'll be clear sailing. Now, you keep Nick's death quiet. We'll take over the run of his club and milk it bone dry. In the meantime, we've got to get out of this house.
Nick's got a place nobody knows about. It's a dump on the other side of town. I'll get my coat on. What about Dumbo?
Hogan will be around looking for me. He'll take care of him.
Let's hope so.
This hideout safe?
Safe enough. What's the matter? Don't you trust me?
Sure I trust you.
Then let's get out of here. This place makes me nervous.
Sure nobody else knows about this place?
Nick only used it when there was trouble. We can't get away with this. I'm telling you the truth. I know Schultz. He came up out of the mob. He's a killer.
Want to leave?
What made you say that, Sam?
Gotta have a dame that'll be on the level with me. One that'll stick.
You know I'll stick.
Sure. Sure I know, baby.
I just don't want us to make any mistakes.
What mistake?
Like if we don't get what we're after. You know, this is going to come as an awful blow to you. But we don't have any money. If we have to get away fast, we'll be leaving everything behind.
Maybe we ought to get some of Nick's dough. 10 or 15 grand, eh?
That's what I mean. Just in case of a tie. I could get it for you without any fuss. Nick used to send me to the club with just a note.
Good. When I wake up, I'll give you a note to take. Look up some of his handwriting.
Maybe we ought to do it now.
When I wake up.
You sure can pound the ear. Never saw anybody sleep so long.
Why not? Clear conscience.
You think you could copy Nick's scribbling?
Want to see me do Abe Lincoln's? What do I say?
Just say, Roy, 15 grand will do it this time. Nothing over 50s.
Do this time? Nothing over 50s. What else?
Nothing. Just sign it. Good enough. Where do we go from here?
I'll get Schultz tonight. It'll be easier dealing with Hogan with him out of the way. You think he'll be in his office yet?
Sure. Rockway 7255.
I think I'd better call from outside. Someone might trace the call here. I'll be back in about an hour, baby. You can use the car.
Fine. I'll put a face on and get the money. I'll be here by the time you get back.
I'll be looking forward to it, Angel.
Rockway 7255, please. Fly Club? Let me speak to Jake Schultz, please. It's a friend of his.
Yeah?
Hello?
Yeah, who's this?
Never mind the name. Nick Cantor will be calling you in a few minutes. He'll want you to meet him at your office. Meet him. Just be careful. He's got a gun.
Say, who is this?
Don't let him get to it first, Jake.
Yeah?
This is Nick.
What's on your mind?
Want to sell out to me, Jake?
Why should I?
Self-protection. I'll be at your office at 10 o'clock.
Here?
Yeah. There won't be anybody around. I fixed that. I'll come in the private entrance.
I'll see you at 10. If you're serious, bring some dough.
Right.
I'll get it. Hello?
Tip.
Yeah, what's up, Jake?
What's with Cantrell?
Why? Something wrong?
Some character just called, said he was Nick. I know Nick's voice. He didn't fool me. You wouldn't be playing tricks with me, would you, Tip?
Why should I? Nick's dead. Forget him.
Well, whoever this guy is, he's getting too close. You better drop around tonight, Tip. Between us, we can take care of him, too.
Okay, Jake, I'll be seeing you. Hello?
Hogan?
Yeah?
I got a patsy for that Cantrell murder. You'll be in the clear.
How?
Silk is leaving the Sphinx Club in 10 minutes with $15,000 in a kicker. She'll be in Nick's car. Pick her up. You can say that she killed Nick and is taking a run-out powder.
Maybe.
It'll work. You and I can run this town, Tip. In time, we can even get rid of Schultz.
Where'll I see you?
Jake's office at 10 o'clock.
Right. Come on.
Hello?
Hello, Jim.
Yes, Sam. Where are you?
I'm meeting Hogan and Schultz at the Fly Club at 10. They'll both try to knock me off. When they do, you'll have what you've needed to break them. Attempted murder.
Good, but what about you? Suppose your luck doesn't hold out. What then?
It's the only angle. They both know they have to knock me off to get what they're after. Have your men staked out ready to jump. I'll be using the alley entrance. Oh, and Jim, one more thing. They got Dumbo. Yeah, he's up at Cantrell's. Take care of him, will you?
Oh, sure, Sam. And lots of luck.
That's what I'm counting on. Right. Coffee, blank.
I hope she doesn't take another road.
When you're on the run, you take the highway. I'm betting on that. Anyway, I got 'em all covered.
Car 724. Calling car 724.
Where is she?
She just left the Sphinx Club, taking Highway 99. She'll reach in about 2 minutes.
Got it. Here she comes. Step on it. Come on, faster. Crowd her some more. She'll have to stop. Well, stupid, there goes 15,000 bucks. Thanks to your clever driving.
That clock right?
Sure.
Three cups of coffee.
You stay on this side of the street. If I miss and he tries to duck, don't you miss.
Hey, got a back door?
No. Okay, you're finished. Hogan and all the rest of you. Take him away. Well, things didn't work out as we figured them, but the results are just as good. They got each other instead of you. For that, I'm glad.
Looks like you've got that clean town you've been fighting for, Jim.
Yeah, that ought to be a cinch now, thanks to you.
No thanks to me. They just dug their own graves.
They all do. Save the state a lot of money in prosecuting.
Yeah.
Oh, Sam, I've been worried to death about you.
You can blast that front page now, Ann. And nobody will bother you anymore, Mr. Marlowe. Just tell the people the truth and keep on fronting it. There'll be no more hoodlums like Cantrell, Schultz, and Hogan from now on.
I don't know how to thank you, son.
Don't try. Just keep those presses running. You can put that away. Lock it up. Well, I guess that finishes me here.
I thought you were just beginning.
Huh? Oh, what have I overlooked?
Well, the rats are gone, but more might show up sometime. Somebody ought to stay and be Pied Piper.
Murphy will take care of everything.
Oh, but that's not the same. Well, there's the paper to work on, and I'll be here to work on the paper.
Oh, I guess I'd better be drifting along. I'm used to drifting. You're a swell girl, Ann.
Good night.
Good night.